Hi, Gemini. I've shuffled your deck and pulled your cards. I have some cards for old love, new love, and we're going to get right into it. So, Eight of Cups reversed for your energy for the month. Bottom of your deck, King of Wands reversed, Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. So, as I'm looking into this, it's showing me that there's something this month that you're actually taking a second look at. And I feel like that's an old person based on the Two of Wands in the reverse for whoever it is that you used to deal with. There was something that it was very unfulfilling for you. I see that you've been perhaps exploring your options or spending some time alone is what this is looking like to me, putting yourself first and really trying to pamper yourself, working on self-care. But now it seems like a previous partner is taking an action towards you this month that's got you turning around and kind of looking at what potential there could be within the situation. You could have been not speaking to this person for a while. This would be someone who is kind of sneaky, non-committal, could have been someone that you felt like was deceptive. And it took you a long time to decide what you wanted to do about the situation. I don't feel like leaving this person behind was easy, even though it seems like they had some pretty sad qualities, right? There's an energy of perhaps you not having spoken to this person for a while. And now it seems as though they've made some sort of decision about you with that Two of Wands in the reverse. I think that whoever you were dealing with, the grass probably wasn't as green on the other side as they thought. You could be dealing with earth or you could be dealing with fire. If you're not, that could be a quality of this person. You also have King of Swords in the reverse, so perhaps air. But this is somebody who never really had direction, didn't know what they wanted, and it seems like made you wait. And I'm seeing that that became too much for you. I feel as though with new love, you got Eight of Swords in the reverse. There's this kind of strange energy in your reading, I have to be honest, where it's like you consider the idea of being with someone new, but you're in this space of like every time you try to imagine a new partner, I don't know if your anxiety flares up or if you start thinking about your past. There's like some sort of trauma that perhaps you went through, even with this Two of Wands person, where you're very hesitant to start something new. And I think that's probably just because being a Gemini, maybe you don't feel like you have the closure for the last situation. And so it's almost like until you have a discussion with that previous partner or until you understand why things went the way they went, you almost don't want to create anything new because in your mind, either you didn't get the closure from your past situation or you don't have the information that you feel like you need to be able to move on and create what you want. It's like if you don't understand why things didn't work out in previous relationships, it's really hard for you to jump into something new because you feel like you're just going to keep recreating the same situations over and over. And so it's very possible that's why you've been doing a lot of like self-reflection or self-care to try to uncover some of these like blockages, right? There's kind of this energy of feeling like you have the same types of partners or the same situations over and over. And I like that it feels like you're taking accountability for that, right? You're not looking at everybody else and saying, why didn't you, or you always, or you never. It's really the energy of you kind of coming back to yourself and sitting down and being like, okay, I need to figure out whatever it is about me where I keep finding myself in these same dynamics, right? So as far as new love, it feels like it's just not really on your radar at this time. Like you probably want it, but there's so much apprehension towards it, I feel like, because of this previous person. It might actually help you to have a discussion with them, which I'm seeing there is a possibility of that this month, having kind of a difficult conversation about like why it feels like they leave or why things don't move forward when you're together. There's an energy of you, some of you need to know like that this isn't going to be a thing. So you could be waiting to hear from somebody and trying to figure out, like, are we really done? It feels as though whoever this Two of Wands person is, they have a tendency to be very hot and cold, or like I said, very non-committal. And so I think that you're not holding your life up, but there's also that energy of like, what are we doing, right? Because I am seeing times that this person made you very happy, right? It seems like perhaps you feel as though this is someone that you could have a good life with if they could make a decision or get it together. I think as far as your opportunity being the Three of Swords in reverse, you're going to have a lot to think about this month, right? There's an energy of you contemplating what you're hearing, what you're seeing, trying to almost ascertain whether or not it makes sense to do something new. What's coming off of your spread very strongly is like, new is scary because I don't know what to expect. Old is disappointing, but at least I know what to expect. So I would just caution you about that, because something that you're supposed to be considering this month is the Six of Wands in the reverse. So it may be worth it to you to explore what else is out there, right? I know that you're super accountable and you want to not put yourself in situations that you've seen in the past, but the obstacle here is the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So even if this person seems like they're choosing you, or they're making you a priority, or they're giving you some of these answers that it feels like have been missing, they're still not in a space of wanting anything more than like a 10 of cups, right? They want to go back to the good times that they had with you, but they still want to be autonomous of you. They still are not wanting a relationship. You get what I'm saying? So if you're in the space of wanting a relationship, because I'm seeing this Queen of Pentacles, it's a good idea not to fall into the habit of giving someone like the girlfriend or boyfriend experience if they're not willing to provide you with the stability, right? And it feels like this person isn't. They're just kind of in this weird space of knowing that they like what you give them, knowing that you're the best option for them, knowing that they need to have some sort of discussion with you about the way they've behaved. But outside of that, they're very much wanting your time, your energy, your attention, but they're not bringing their A game in the sense that they're ready to lock it in and to show up and be that 100% partner, right? So a little bit difficult for you, because I feel as though you are going to be getting some of what you need this month from this situation in the sense of information, right? Or action. This person could be telling you like, hey, it wasn't your fault. This is a me thing. But also consider what brought that about, right? It was that person out doing things and they didn't work, and now suddenly they want to talk to you and suck all the life out of you. You get what I'm saying? Like, why are they here? Is it because you put them in a position where they feel better about their shortcomings or their failures? Because if that's the case, that's not fair, right? Your advice is the Queen of Pentacles, so you're supposed to stand on what you want. And if this person isn't it, because here's the King of Pentacles in the reverse, right? And the Nine of Pentacles, it's like this person let go of a blessing and they're seeing that you're still thriving, and so they want to be a part of that, but they're bringing nothing, right? King of Pentacles reverse. They're bringing you absolutely nothing. And so I think you need to be mindful of that. Like, if anything, this is the universe providing you with whatever you need to be able to move forward and face this Eight of Swords in the reverse, to realize that this may not be a you thing, right? Because there's an energy of maybe you not even being honest with yourself about what you want, right? The Hierophant reverse, Ten of Pentacles reverse, Queen of Pentacles. If you want to be in a relationship, maybe it's time to affirm that to yourself and see what comes after that, because there's kind of this energy of you wanting something but not being 100% open or comfortable with what you want. And then because of that, you're not getting what you want, and then you're frustrated. You get what I'm saying? And so it's possible you're attracting this person back into your space because a lot of that energy that you're in, they mirror that of like, I want you, but I don't want to be with you. You get what I'm saying? So it's time for you to get off the fence, decide like, hey, I'm able to be vulnerable, I'm able to get hurt, I'm open to receive love, I'm open to give love, and I want something solid. You know, you can choose that, or you could choose to deal with this and have a lot of what you've kind of already seen, which is someone who is wishy-washy and uncommittal, and they love you one day and they don't love you the next. And you get what I'm saying? Like, maybe if you can be 100% transparent about what you want for yourself, even if it's a little bit scary, that will open up this Eight of Swords in the reverse. Because I feel like you've done the work on yourself, and now maybe you're just kind of coming up with reasons why you shouldn't have what you want, or coming up with excuses of like, well, I don't even know that I want that, right? When it does look like you do. You get what I'm saying? So perhaps be very mindful about throwing a bunch of energy into a situation that you've seen in the past doesn't get you where you want to be. You know, it's possible that exploring the new, even though it seems a tad scary, could turn out to be even better for you than you imagine, right? Let's get an oracle card for you for this month. What do we have for Gemini, please? Oh. Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. So for some of you, you could be dealing with a twin flame, because this is a twin flame card, in my opinion. It's possible that someone is choosing you, you know, and you have the opportunity to decide if you want to live in the past and have anxiety about what the future could look like. I feel like every partner we attract is kind of a mirror to where we are in the moment. So I would take this as whatever this person brings to you and however they behave, you don't have to accept it, right? But perhaps acknowledge it and see like, okay, I'm attracting a partner that knows what they want, but they're also not willing to stay in one place, or they're not willing to jump off that ledge and be vulnerable and fall. And so maybe that's something that I should be cognizant of within myself, right? All right, Gemini, this has been your monthly reading. I will speak to you again soon. In the meantime, take very good care of yourselves. Bye.